Hi, I'm Lizzie. I teach in Sheffield in South Yorkshire, and while I'm not able to get to my studio at the moment or to teach my students, I've recorded a little demo for you all, which I hope you find useful. It's from a photograph, and we're going through my old boxes of photographs, and I started out by laying down some kind of like basic colours just to work it across. Now, if you have a look, there's the bottom of the tree line is about a third of the way down, so that's to kind of like divide the canvas into nice areas, and a big bold tree at the front, and then I'm going to have another colour change about a third of the way up, which will appear later on, just to give it a little bit of balance and a bit of composition. As you can see, the tree branch is going up from about that same point, about a third of the way down, and leading up to the top left hand corner, just to give it a little bit of structure there. So as I'm painting, I've kind of been working into the background with some nice muted colours, so it's violets, blues, greens, with a bit of white and a bit of Payne's greying just to knock them back into the distance, and then starting to work into the foreground with some stronger and stronger colours. Getting a bit hung up on that, I think, at the moment, if you have a look, but starting to work into the leaf mould. And it's interesting actually that when you've got some darker colours on, then your lights become more light, and it can mean that you start to lose the contrast in the colours. So at the end you might need to reinforce some of your highlights or to reinforce some of the shadows as well, which is what I'll probably do. So here I'm adding some leaves. I went through 3 brushes trying to find one that I could do. I didn't want to put in any leaves in great detail, so I did a few strands that actually look quite leaf-like, and that actually kind of gives you the clue of what a leaf looks like, and you already know what a leaf looks like, so all I need to do is put in a little bit of a shorthand to say here's leaves. So I've used a mix of greens and browns for that, and now I need to get my bottom section sorted out, so a little bit darker, and I keep going a little bit pale on this and having to re-put in the darks. So there I am working in some darker lines and putting in some extra leaves where needed. So here's some really dark. So this is a mixture of Thalo blue and burnt umber, and then I'm blending that in. And as per usual, I think, oh, that's finished now, and I give it a little signature, and then I think, oh no, it's not finished. So I need to do what I said earlier, which is reinforcing some of those darker shadows on the trees, and just putting a bit of blobs of the paler paint, the white, magenta and yellow, and rubbing it with my finger, and hey presto, that's our finished picture. So yeah, I hope you found it useful. If you want to have a look at these photographs, I can email them to you, or you can download them, and I hope you find them useful. As you can see, they've been taken a long time ago, so they've got a very reddish cast, and there's my materials list as well. Thank you very much. See you again.